What's up, man? It's your boy Red Athlete back at with another video. And today I'm going to be doing story time. Yes. Um this story is it's a wild story, man. This story is off the dome from what I remember. I want everybody to know that now. I don't want to make it seem like I wrote anything down and I'm reading it from where I wrote anything down or whatever. This is right off the dome from what I remember. And the story time is my first year in semi-pro football. We're gonna get right into that. So here we go. No cuts, none of that. Just straight raw. But so this was it. So one day I'm sitting at home. I'm in the bath. Yes, I'm in the bath. Um, I just got done with a crucial, like it was a good workout too, a football workout at that. It's the summertime in Buffalo. Um, it was hot. I was real sweaty. Got in the bath, and I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm watching Skip and Shannon, actually. I'm watching Skip and Shannon, then after that, I watch First Take after. That's like my daily routine. And I'm sitting in the background, and my boy Sean had hit me up. It was like, yo, you try to play semi-pro football? And I had just graduated high school that summer. So many words, because we graduate in June. So I had just graduated that year. And I heard you have to be 18 and older to be playing semi-pro, because I thought it was legit before I found out. And that's what he like. I was like, yo, he like, you trying to play semi-pro? He should be a DM. I like, don't you gotta be 18? I'm like, I'm only 17 right now. He like, do you turn 18 this year? I was like, yeah. He like, then you're good, long as you turn 18 during the season. So I'm like, okay, I guess. So with that being said, he shoot me the text. He like, yo, practice today. Show up. He like, show up, ball out. You feel me? And I'll see you there. So I'm like, bet. So I get the text. So obviously my grandmother, my mom, they like concerned because it's like this is out the clear blue. And it's all the way across town. I don't have a car or anything. I don't have no one that could take me there or pick me up. So like it's basically just got laid right on them. And they're like, I don't know, I don't really want to send you or whatever. I don't really want to send you. So my boy Quells, shout out to him. He was like, I'll go with him. I don't have a problem. I'll go with him. That's what. So I was like, man, thank you God. So they were like, all right, cool. So me and my boy Quells, we go up there, we go to practice, and I should have known something when I seen this, but me being young or whatever, I didn't really. Well, I actually did. It got to be a little bit, but it was just more like I didn't really care as much. So I get to the practice, and it's like it's weird because semi pro is total. I gotta sit up for this. Semi pro is totally different than what it is from high school or even little league. Believe it or not, it's totally different. It's like an adult little league, but a little bit more dysfunctional. So I get there. I think I'm gonna see like, okay, maybe a 50-man roster, whatever. They busting their tails in practice. The coach walk up to me, hey son, what's your name? Yada yada yada. I think I'm gonna see that. No, I didn't see that. I get there and I see three coaches and like three players. And I'm like, what's this? They're like, this is a semi-pro football team. I'm like, okay. So where the players, what field we played on, because I didn't know so many fields in the park where it was just like they're like, oh, the field that we played on is down the street, so we gonna walk down the street. I'm like, okay, so we changed our location from there because I guess another semi-pro team was practicing on the field that we supposed to practice on, so we had to walk down the street and practice at a little league field. But I'm looking at that semi-pro team that's present. I'm like, damn, I thought that was y'all. Like, man, they look legit. They like this team looking for real. But that's another story for another day. So we go there. And, more people show up or whatever. So now it's just enough where it's like literally 8 on 8 for offense and defense. But it's weird at the same time because you don't have an offensive line, and sometimes some semi-pro teams only have three big boys, maybe a center and two guards or whatever. and they're rotating from offense to defense. And you may have, like, let's just say you got that big athletic dude that's really supposed to be playing tight end or wide receiver or whatever, but you just put them at tackle just because. So that's basically how it was. That's basically how it was, like, my first day. And what really caught me with surprise was it was this old man named Phil. Now, I love Phil, man. I love Phil. I got to know Phil. He's a good dude, good guy at heart, all that. Loved the game. But Phil old as hell. Phil got to be 60 now, but at that he got to be 60 something now. But back then when I met him, that was 2017. So it was like, so I'm gonna say he said he was like 59 when I first met him. So he was like 59 years old. And so he had got the jersey number 59. But so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking he the coach. I heard you the defensive coordinator with him because defense, they're like, go talk to Phil. So I'm thinking he defensive coordinator. He's like, no, I'm the middle linebacker. I'm like, middle linebacker? I thought you was D coordinator. So I'm like, what's going on? I thought you was D coordinator. He was like, nah, I play middle linebacker. I'm like, how old is you? He like, oh, I thought he'd been like, I give him 42. 42, I'll give you that. Okay, like I'll give you that. Like, I thought he was like 42, but he just aged bad or whatever. I don't know. But he was like, I'm 59 years old. I was like, that's where it took me. That's why I knew. I was like, yeah, I'm in a different league now. Like this is different for me. Like it humbled me. It definitely humbled me. And throughout the season, we didn't play that many games, believe it or not, because like I said, semi-pro, I explained it in plenty of other videos. You need money. Your team needs money. You can't just get up off your couch and just be like, I want to play that team. I'm just gonna put down 250 so we can play them. No, you need money. So whoever thinking of owning us, like creating their own semi-pro team and recruiting players and having them pay your players need money. You need a lot of money because you 9 times out of 10 gonna have to cover for indoor practices for the winter. You're gonna have to cover for the jerseys 9 times out of 10. The team branding, where you're gonna play, because you can't just pick a local park. You can't do that. You gotta play somewhere. You gotta actually pick and let the city know, like, this is where I'm playing. So you gotta work on that. You got your business IQ got to get up there because now you got to promote your semi-pro team to get sponsors. But so what happened was that's all the stuff that I just named. The team didn't do. So it was hard. It was really hard. We was out there. We didn't know what to do. So basically, I'm gonna say what happened was we had a game. It was really a scrimmage, but we counted it as a game, I guess. That season was hell. That season was crazy or whatever. So we played a scrimmage or whatever. I in practice with Phil, the D coordinator / linebacker or whatever at this point. And it's like, it's not really, like, it's weird because, like, we didn't hit and all. I didn't see the man get ran over. I didn't see him hit some people. He had hit me in practice one time. I was surprised. I got that running back at a point in time. I was surprised. In my first year, I played safety and running back, just to let y'all know. But I was surprised. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna do good or whatever. He's gonna do good. But we get to that first scrimmage. He did okay for the scrimmage. The scrimmage wasn't that bad, but he got hit a couple times. He definitely got hit a couple times. Like the running back, I thought I seen the number 59 like printed into the field. Like he ran Phil over bad. It was bad. Like we had to help Phil up. We had to help him off the field. But to Phil credit, he got back in there. And what I will really give Phil credit for is, like, his helmet is nowhere near like how my helmet is now and like how the new helmets is. He's still playing with, like, I'm gonna say maybe the early 2000s, like late 90s helmet, less padding, all that other stuff, more helmet than what it is padding inside. So this man, he put CTE all that on the line. Yeah, man, love the sport. So The first scrimmage is good. So we went in there with 5 linemen. And with the 5 linemen. And it was crazy because one of our linemen got hurt, and we got to rotate the 5 linemen. They not coming off the field because they got a offensive defense, offensive defense, offensive defense. So I'm not gonna say all 5, but I'm gonna say 3 out of the 5 is not coming off the field. So, man, one of them get hurt, and this was the wildest experience ever. One of them get hurt. They throw up on the field, all that. It was bad, and we didn't have no sub for the lineman. And at that time, I'm like 214 now, and now I play linebacker like for the semi-pro team I play with now. But back then I was only 165 pounds. Remind you, this is my first year in semi-pro. This is like basically my first year out of high school. Not even my first year out of high school. This is the exact same year I was in high school and I graduated. So it's like it was crazy. So I kid you not, I was like, I do it because I played line like when I played JV before. I played offensive line before. I was yeah. So what happened was they put me on the offensive line. They're like, I don't know, you too small to be playing offensive line. I played it in high school before. I know the technique. I know how to block. I'm like, as y'all can see, like when y'all put me on running back, I know how to protect the quarterback. I'm like, I know how to block. It's just I'm up closer now. So they're like, all right, we'll give it a shot or whatever. I'm like, y'all had no choice but to give me a shot because they don't want else step up. But anyways, I go out there, I do okay. Oh, let me get that. I know that's looking crazy. Yeah, let me get that. I know that's looking crazy, my bad. But I go out there, man. I give it a shot. I do okay. And let's just say I got a learning experience. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be a hero in semi-pro. Don't do it. I thought I could save the team, being that tackle or whatever. No, it was a headache. It was a headache because some people was dirty. Some people was dirty in semi-pro. Like, bro was getting upset that I was locking. Now I was handling him, and I was like, the bigger you are, or whatever, it's easier to grab those shoulder pads. You just like they may be stronger than you, but you just move with them. You feel me? But I'm basically doing that. So he got mad, whatever. So the next play, he blitzed in and he used his helmet. He just gave me one good. And for football players, they know when players start doing that, there's no holds barred. Because now they messing with your CTE in your head. So it was crazy. So I learned from there. I'm like, man, I can't keep playing. I'm like, we're going to need some more linemen or whatever. It ain't working. So my head was ringing. I ain't going to hold you, but I ain't care. I ain't care. I ain't really pay attention to no concussions or CTE or none of that. So we go out there. I go back on defense. I didn't come off the field not once this scrimmage. Not once. I didn't even get a chance to get that running back on like that. And I played running back. I'm like, I was supposed to start running back at that. Like, not start, but I was supposed to be the third down back. Like, scat back. And I didn't get a chance to do that because our offensive lineman, I don't even know how he got hurt to this day. I don't even know if he was hurt, to be honest. Maybe he threw up because he was nervous. Who knows? I don't want to call him out like that, but maybe he did. Who knows? But, man, I get on defense, and I see this big running back. I'm like, I ain't never experienced this in high school. Like, I know you may have some big running backs. I was like maybe 205 pounds. They hit their growth spurt early in the backfield on varsity or whatever. But I ain't never experienced nothing like this. The man was 300 pounds. The man was 300 pounds and he ran a 4.7. For one, I give you credit for running a 4.7 at that size. And when you running downhill, you're faster than what your 40 times say. So, who knows? The man probably could have been running a 4.5 running downhill. So, I see him. He come out the backfield. Why me? Why me? That's all I was saying. Well, and I ended up having to play middle linebacker with Phil because we had to go to a 3-4. We had to go to a 3-4 instead of a 4-3. And it was crazy because they end up putting a corner at the safety position because they knew they was going to run the ball. So they had to bring me down. And surprisingly, I don't know how I was one of the biggest on the defense, but I was. Um, yeah, what happened was they moved me to the middle linebacker. So now we got two middle linebackers, and we got outside. The safety come down, and we basically were in the nickel with so many words. And that boy came through that hole. Oh my God. Like, that was like the first time I actually like got ran over and felt like I was helpless. I couldn't do that. I actually felt like I couldn't do that. Like, I gave it my all. I usually like if it's a big dude, I try my hardest to hit him because a lot of big dudes don't have footwork. This man was the complete package. When I say like he was the complete package, he was the complete package. He ran me over so bad. Oh my God. I was literally like, right after I got ran over, I came back to the huddle and I was just trying to figure out how can I tackle this man. Like, I started ankle biting. I've been ankle biting ever since in this league. Call it what you want. I don't care. I will shoot for your legs if I have to. If you're too big, if I feel like you're going to be hurting, if I feel like I'm going to hurt my back tackling you, best believe I'm coming for your legs. That's just that. Or I may catch you off guard. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not hitting you up a body. I'd be a fool to do that. But it was just, it was a learning experience, man. So that made me have to work on my form, on tackling. And that really made me realize I got to get stronger. I got to get bigger. I got to get stronger. I got to get faster. I got to get all that. So, I get ran over. Next play, Phil get ran over. Yeah, it happened crazy. Then after that, a couple players go down by the line. They end up getting the first down, obviously. He get the ball again, and he moving downhill. Oh, my God. He's moving downhill. I finally get to admit this. I was so happy. I was so happy that the tackle had picked me up when I blitzed the edge. I was so happy. Oh, my God, because I did not want to deal with that. I'll be lying to you. Back then, I did not want to deal with that. I would hit you, yes. Don't get me wrong. I was a big hitter. I was a big hitter. I'm still a big hitter to this day. But I didn't want to deal with that. That was that I was so sore. But I ended up catching him one good time because that's actually that play. He ran downhill, and when he ran past me, I was like, all right, now I can go get him because it looked like the man was gonna score. But I was looking at my safeties. I'm like, they smaller than me. I don't think they're gonna be able to handle that. They tried what they could. They slowed him down, but they didn't break him down. So when they slowed him down, slowing the big dude down, it's harder for them to get their footwork back, even though he had footwork. But he tried to get his footwork back, and that's when I clocked him one good time. And I hit him, and he had stumbled and fell, so it made it look like a big hit. So my confidence went up there a little bit. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie about that. So at the end of the scrimmage, almost borderline to the end of the scrimmage, I'm back on offense. I finally get a chance to get out wide out. Someone else got at tackle. Someone else grew some balls. They move back to tackle or whatever. And I get a slot actually. So my boy, I think his name was Joe. So Joe come out the backfield. They put him at running back. They put me at slot. So I go out. I do my route or whatever. I do my little dance. I do my little route. Yeah, I saw someone up on the line. I do a post corner or whatever. Hit him. Boop, boop. So I do that, and I turn around. I see Joe run up. I see Joe running or whatever. I guess he had to getting the swing, and he looking for a block. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's about time to shine. I see a safety. I see the safety come down. He was in the box, but he ain't look that bigger than me or whatever. He may have been like, He may have been like, I give him maybe 195 to 200 pounds. I can hit you by then. I can hit you if I'm running downhill. So I see him. I'm like, so I start doing this while I'm running. I'm like, so I guess he see me. So he started running this way. And when he cut it and then ran, like, he basically, like, when he caught the swing, instead of going all the way out, he just cut right back to, like, I want to say, he was still with the outside, but he cut a little bit in the hashes. So when he cut back in the hashes, the safety came and, like, turned. So when he turned, I hit him. I felt good, too. I felt good. Oh, my God. So everybody was hyped. So I got 2 good hits, like the crazy hits. I got 2 of them in. So a couple scrimmages go by. We finally get a game. We got cheated out of it was supposed to be a tournament. It was supposed to be our team versus the Hamburg Hornets, which we had scrimmaged in that scrimmage, just to let y'all know. on which team we scrimmaged. We had scrimmaged them. It was supposed to, like I said, it was supposed to be a tournament. Us versus the Hamburg Hornets, Charlotte Colonials, and Lockport Rampage at the time. Now it's Lockport Wildcats, but it was Lockport Rampage at the time. So, but like I said, our fundings wasn't that good. So we ended up merging with the Hamburg Hornets. Why did we do that? I don't know. They ripped us out of so much. It was bad. Like, some players on our team was supposed to start. We was some of us was real good. Like, some of us was the best on the field. I'll be lying to you if I didn't say that. Some of us was the best on the field. I started. I'm not gonna lie. I did. My boy AJ started in the slot. I started at safety. But whatever happened happened. Then all of a sudden, I'm gonna say like 2 days before the tournament's supposed to happen, they find out Charlotte damn near had like 100 players. Now, for people that don't know Charlotte Colonials is in Rochester. So I don't know if you want to call them the Rochester Colonials or whatever. I don't know whatever works for you. But that's a beautiful program, by the way. If you live in Rochester and want to play semi-pro, go play for them. They have a good program. But yeah, so eventually it was so I guess I didn't know that we merged with another team until the game started. Where they was like, yo, Lockport gonna merge with us also. I was like, so what's gonna happen with the starters? Like, what's going on? That's messing a lot of things up now. So that do a whole mashup or whatever, because it's the players that been in the league for years. They know how they play. They gonna start or whatever. And so what happened was, so they put me at safety. They put the one dude. So they put another person at safety or whatever. And so we get out there. I go out there. I'm basically the 4-3 safety instead of the nickel. I don't understand. But so I go out there. We go into 4-3. And one dude came across the middle. Oh my God, I tore him up. I did him in. So when I did him in, I'm like, man, I'm hyped. I'm ready now. I'm ready to go. Man, they ain't put me into about like the third quarter. They ain't put me into the third quarter. I was so upset. I was mad as hell. And I put down, I want to say maybe $25. I put down $25 because that was the player fee. I was mad as hell. I was like, bro, I cussed out the D coordinator for that. And I was like, we was using their coaching staff. I didn't understand that either. I'm like, is y'all serious, bro? Why was we using their coaching staff? Man, I didn't like their defensive coordinator, man. I cussed him. Oh, my God. I cussed him out clean. But that wasn't even the highlight. It was like 3 highlights of that. First things first, my boy AJ a fool. 2 things happened with him. My boy did a post. Now, remind you, my boy AJ is like 5'6", maybe 5'7". Who knows? I don't even know if he's that tall. He might be 5'5". Who knows? But he did a post. The dude obviously taller than him. So when he did the post, he didn't catch the ball. He really didn't catch the ball. But he's so short, like he fell on it. And like he didn't, nobody knew that he didn't catch the ball, but it looked like he did because they went no huddle. And he was like, so he got up, he get up flexing or whatever. Then the next play, the quarterback that we had throw an interception. And Brock thought he was sweet or whatever. He tried to do something. My boy AJ tackled him and broke his ankle. So my boy AJ, he hyped like, yeah. He like, yeah. I mean, it's not funny. It wasn't funny, or we wasn't hyped that the dude broke his ankle. It was just that, my boy AJ finally got that hit. I mean, I'm pretty sure he hadn't had hits before, but like he got that hit. And, he like 5'5", so we was hyped about that, or whatever. He like, I caught a body. He flexed and all that. I caught a body. So that was AJ day or whatever. My day, I already told y'all, I was pretty late until like and then the third quarter came. I did a couple other things. Oh, I got cracked back at the end of the game also. I'll explain that later. But my boy Phil, man, that was a hell of a day for Phil. I know he went home sore. Kickoffs. He going down. He not even a gunner or whatever. You know, when you in the middle on the kickoff, there's no holds bar. It's on and popping. My boy got laid out. It's like, bro, they was ragdolling Phil. And Phil looked like the Undertaker. He put his hand up and all. Like, you got to help him up. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, Phil. So, like, he got laid out. And that wasn't the worst part. He got ran over. And I think he had hit it, but he ended up getting a hit it. He hit someone and his helmet came off, though. So it was like, really like, damn, Phil, you can't do that right. I mean, you did something right, but you didn't do it right because your helmet fell off. You got to come out the game for a little bit. So that was that. And then, I hate to do this, but I got to get on my boy Willie Brown. Now, my boy Willie Richardson, he balled out that game also. He locked people up with the outside, but I ain't going to get to it. His game was basically flawless, so you can't really say nothing. But Willie Brown, I can get on Willie Brown. Willie Brown was at quarter. He was at quarterback. And Willie Brown 135, but he like 38 years old. So, you know, he a little old for football, but he was 38 years old, 135 pounds at quarterback. You know, you real light when you at quarterback like that. So, he do the option play. And, you know, it's bad enough he already an option quarterback as it is. So, you run the option. Man, when he ran that option, oh, my Lord. I don't know if he ain't see, bro, but it was like the whole sideline yelled, Willie! And when they yelled it, he got hit so bad that his helmet popped off and rolled damn near towards the sideline. And it was in the middle of the field. I was like, oh my God. Like I ain't never experienced nothing like that. I was like, oh my God. Man. So he got come out for 2 plays. So when he come out, then he go back in. So he came back in the game. And he ran the read option again. But he misread it. And he ended up making a play on it. And he popped it for like 20 yards. But he ended up getting hit again. And we was like, damn. But the only good thing was his helmet didn't pop off. So we was like, well, good job, Willie. Good job, Willie. You know, we hyping him up. And then after that, you know, we ended up getting stopped. And that's what happened as far as that. Then at the end of the game, well, we ended up getting a game-ending touchdown, believe it or not. All we had to do was basically defend the Hail Mary. But our touchdown was basically the game ended. My boy, I forgot it. Oh, my boy None, he caught the game-ending touchdown or whatever. But that was that. Moss won in the end zone, nothing much. So at the end of the game, man, we lined up. We got the Hail Mary joint going or whatever he played prevent. So they throw a Hail Mary. Well, they throw a Hail Mary. My boy Earl, he was at safety at a point in time, so he tipped it or whatever, and someone else caught it. And it was the offensive lineman trying to tackle bro when he caught the interception. So, man, when I say I lit that man up, I didn't think I had the strength in me to do it. I lit bro up so bad, bro. I had splits in my face mask after the game. Like, it was like cracks on my face mask at the end of the game. Because I did everything I could to hit bro. They tried to say it was block in the back, but it was not no damn block in the back. Simple. What happened was he see me on the corner of his eye, so he curled up a little bit. He got a little scared. It was simple as that. I hit bro, and it was simple. Bro needs to suck it up, and when I see him again, I might hit him again on the field. Let me stop playing. But that's basically how my first year of semi-pro was. It was a crazy, bumpy year. It was so crazy. We ended up playing another game that exact day. But that was like more like a pickup game or whatever. That game was also crazy. Because I ended up, man, that game was crazy. Let me explain that real quick. So after the game or whatever, we had to play Syracuse Strong. Syracuse Strong actually, so it was 4 teams that came together to play against Charlotte. It was my team, which was the Royals, Hamburg, Lockport, and then Syracuse. So 4 teams came together. We came together, and then at the end of the game, we ended up playing Syracuse Strong. We just said, forget it. We just going to play them. We play them. The quarterback talking mess. He like 5'11", but he's stocky. He like 230 solid. So he pointing at me. He like, I'm about to run bro over. I'm like, bet. We'll see. So bro run my way. So I get low as I can, bro. I don't know what happened. It had to be the strength of God, bro. Bro, I got so low. I dropped down. I scooped him by like the back of his knees, and I like, you feel me? Like I picked him up and put bro right on his back, bro. Everybody was hyped. So he get up. He like, I seen you had staggered when you picked me when we had made contact. I'm gonna run you over next time. I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. You put on your neck again. So I'm talking trash and all that, man. It was crazy. It was a good time. My boy Willie Brown got thrown to the ground. But bro was popping it. I give for him to be 38 years old, he got some wheels on him. He was popping that joint. Phil is physical. Regardless of what it is, he gonna get it on. So that was that. My boy Sean Smith was popping it. Sean Smith big as hell, like 220 coming out the backfield. He come back there, whatever. I got a crap back, so when he come my way, he gone. It was that. Willie Richardson. He locking boys up. My boy, his favorite player is Jalen Ramsey. My boy trying to imitate him and all that other stuff. It was a crazy day. It was pretty fun. And so we were supposed to have a party after. We got gypped out of that. I ended up only getting 4 damn wings at the bar, even though I wasn't supposed to be in there all like that. But I ended up getting 4 damn wings at the bar, and I was pretty upset. I'm like, I put $25 in. I'm like, I literally went out there and played 2 football games, and I get 4 wings? 4 wings and 1 cup of Sprite. Oh, man, I was heated going home. I was heated. I was like, bro, I told my boy AJ, I'm like, man, take me home. I can't deal with this no more. My boy AJ was like, man, that was dead wrong what they did. And Willie Brown, he was like, man, I'd never link up with them again. Man, that was a crazy night. I get home, I'm sore as hell. Sore as hell. I'm talking about like I can't, like my back feel numb, all that, man. I get in the shower, I immediately went to bed. I ain't even played the game, none of that. That was my first year. Semi-pro. That was my first year. It was crazy, but it was a crazy experience. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a fun experience, and I don't even think I'll change anything now. I'm gonna change anything for my semi-pro year, but that's how semi-pro is. Now, hopefully, in the near future, I want to have my first year of arena football. If I get in, I'm really trying to get in. Y'all pray for me. Y'all do what y'all can. I'll be praying for myself personally because I really want to go to that next level in arena football. Then after arena football, I want to go to Canadian football. Then whatever happens from there, who knows? Maybe y'all might see your boy in the NFL. Who knows? You never know. Look out for me. Real name, Razor Brown, but my YouTube name is Ray the Athlete. But yeah, just look out for me. You feel me? If y'all watching this video and y'all know any arena teams in y'all city, tell them about me. Tell them watch my videos. Tell them all that. Tell them follow me on Instagram, official Ray the Athlete. Yeah. And now that's basically how it is. It's pros and cons of semi-pro. You're only gonna leave out a semi-pro with these 3 thoughts. I'm either stuck here. That's how you're gonna be thinking. I need to go back to college. Or I need to go play in a different league. I need to go play arena football or Canadian football. Or option, I need to just sit down, give it up, go coach somewhere else. So that was really the options, what you're going to leave semi-pro thinking. All right, y'all. That's it for this video. I'll see y'all next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next video. Peace.